Well, hello there my dear friends, and welcome back to the Scott Ree Project. And today there is something fishy going on. Today I am going to be revamping a recipe I did 3 years ago, a octopus and chorizo stir fry. Absolutely beautiful octopus, nice and fresh. Just got these off my two mates on the fish counter, Kyle and Mikey, top job boys. And as you can see, I've got my octopus, my chorizo, I've got some spring onions and some peppers, soy sauce, some oil and some chilies. And what we're going to be doing then is making a stir fry. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you how to completely prepare these wonderful things, how to tenderize them and how to cook them. And then the finished dish is absolutely fantastic. It's an all-time high. So hold on tight and let the flight begin. Little nod to James Bond there, Octopussy. Here, puss, puss, come on. Come on, puss, puss. Okay then, before we go any further, what I want to do is prepare these, but I want to blanch them because we want to tenderize them. There are many ways to do it. Some say put it in the freezer. Some say really slow in a low oven. If you're Greek, beat the bejesus out of them on a rock, which sounds pretty cool. Or what I'm going to do is blanch them. So I'm going to blanch them in some water. I know it's up to boil, but I just want to add a bit of flavour to the water. You can add a classic called bouillon if you want. I got some mixed peppers there, 2 bay leaves, and I'm just going to a couple of cloves of garlic, skin on. And then I'm just going to get an onion in there. Just, I might quarter it actually. Just to add a bit of oomph to the liquid. Right then, on to cleaning these wonderful, wonderful things. Now the first thing I want to do with these then is give them a quick rinse under the tap to get rid of any grit, any sand and any ink. As you can see, there's quite a bit of ink there, so I'm going to give that a wash out. As you can see then, I've given them a preliminary swill under the tap. We will swill them again once we've got inside it. So obviously this is the hood. I'm going to go into the hood, and obviously the eyes and the tentacles. Now what you need to do pretty much is to turn the hood inside out. Quite simple. There's a few membranes, a couple of membranes that hold it to the hood. As you can see there, just get your thumb under, and then to the next one, there, and there again is another membrane. You can see it. That's the ink from inside the octopus. Then all we need to do is cut the hood off there, and then we'll look at the octopus just in front of the eyes, go through there. It's that easy. Same with a squid, you know, and a cuttlefish. So again, inside the hood, basically just get your hands in, you'll feel one of the membranes, flip it inside out, just like that. And again, pop through them, gently peeling it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're free. Simple, 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 simple. You know, this is all about demystifying stuff like this. When you pick this up or you look at it on the counter, you think, how the hell am I going to do that? It's that easy. So in front of the eyes again, you're left with the tentacles. Now all we're going to do is push out the beak. The beak is its mouth. Just look at that. Just like a parrot. Just like a parrot. Just like a parrot. I know. And if I can get this on here. Crazy, isn't it? And pretty much, there you have your octopus ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is give this another wash. Make sure we get off any funky bits. And then we're going to take the skin off the hood. And we will start to tenderize it. Right then, nice and clean, and like I said earlier, easier than you think. Fantastic. All we need to do then is to flip these hoods back the right way, and I'm just going to take the skin off. It's easy. You can just peel it like a stocking off a supermodel. Just like that. Hey, still got a few moves. Did you know I was a fishmonger for 6 years? There you go. I felt a bit out of place. These are the jokes, folks. On to tenderizing them then, a great method. So get your octopi or octopus. You can see that water's just on a gentle boil. You put your octopus in and you leave it in there for 10 seconds. Take it out. Do the hood. And then you repeat that procedure 4 times. So like I said, 10 seconds, 4 lots of 10 seconds, and then they end up looking like this. Now what this does is it breaks down the proteins, and it also stops the octopus from curling up. It will curl up there, but when you stir fry it, these will come out nice and straight. But just look, what a beautiful looking thing, eh? Fantastic. So right, what we need to do then is I'm going to put one straight in the water and one of these hoods. Look how they've puffed up. And I'm going to put a lid on and I'm going to let those simmer for between 45 minutes and an hour. Nice and gentle. As you can see, not a lot of activity in there, just a gentle boil. Right then, while we are waiting for old Octopussy to cook for about, like I said, between 45 minutes and an hour, we want it tender, so when we put a knife through it, it's nice and tender. And then remember, we are going to finish cooking it in the stir fry. So what I need to do then is prepare my veg. I've got a red pepper, a yellow pepper, and some spring onions. And what I want to do then is cut these nice, ready to stir fry. To all the health and safety Nazis out there, I flipped my board. Remember, this is not a restaurant, this is not a shop, this is my gaff, and I'm cooking it for you. Thank you very much. Here endeth the message. Rock on. Okay, my octopus has been simmering gently, have a look at that, for 45 minutes, and I just want to show you what I mean. It's knife tender, straight through, absolutely brilliant. So what I need to do then, I'm just going to take these pieces of octopus out. How fantastic is the colour of that. Now you can prepare this to this stage up front, let it cool, and then obviously if you wanted to cook it later, no problem. But there is my octopus. I can show you better now how easy that goes through. Look at that, beautiful and tender, ready to stir fry. Pretty. Okay then, on to the next part of the dish, the chorizo, which we want to start frying as soon as possible. So just cut it on the bias into nice, not too thick, bite-sized chunks. Beautiful, the paprika and that beautiful, wonderful colour. Anyway, what we need to do then, next, we got our chorizo. I've got some heat coming under my pan there. What I'm going to do then, same with the octopus. Just going to split it down. Simple as. And then again, into nice bite-sized chunks. But I'm just going to go thin, different shapes, different colours, different textures, and that is ready to stir fry. That one in 2, and then onto these wonderful tentacles. I'm going to go in half, and what I'm going to do, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is pretty much ready to start the cooking. So into my pan then, just a little drop of oil, because obviously there's oil and fat in the chorizo. And what I want to do is get these beautiful pieces of chorizo, nice, crispy, releasing their oils, releasing that lovely paprika. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And with it being nice and thin, it doesn't take very long at all. So my chorizo is nice and crispy. Have a look at that. Beautiful. So in with a few red peppers, in with a few yellow peppers. Have a look at the colours in there now. And then in with a handful of spring onions. Okay then, next in with the old octopus. Again, give it a shufty. You can always add a little more oil if you like. Then basically all we're doing as the octopus was cooked is just warming it through, giving it a quick fry off. Next, I'm going to add a bit of heat by just putting in some chilli. I'm using dried chili flakes. And then just check the seasoning. I'm going to put a bit of pepper in, crank some salt in. Obviously you've got some on the chorizo, so you don't want too much. A dash of light soy sauce. Colours are absolutely fantastic. Let's try a bit of that. There we have it. My octopus and chorizo stir fry. We ain't no fancy pants around here. Straight into a bowl. Obviously serve it with whatever you like. Be it noodles, be it pasta, be it rice. Can't wait to get into this. Okay, so you guys can see it better then. I shall put it on a plate. By all means, add whatever herbs, spices, whatever you like to this. But I just want to get in there a bit of octopus, a bit of that lovely chorizo, some of these peppers. Get on my fork now. There you go, my friends. Do you want to have a go? Look at that octopus there. Tastes absolutely wonderful. And I'm loving the chili kick. Maybe I should be using chopsticks or something. I don't know. Either way, looks good, doesn't it? One more. Well, there's my finished dish. And like I said, you know, team it or pair it with whatever you want. But you know, sometimes when you just need a hit of chili, and this is really doing it for me at this very moment. I've got to stop this. I've got to sum this video up. Right. Okay then. If you have liked what you've seen here today on the Scott Ree Project, look at that. Please, please click subscribe down here. Come on, join me. I say it every week, but click that button. Also, find me on my social media, Facebook, my Scott Ree page. Click follow. You can follow me on there, and also on my designated page on Facebook, the Scott Ree Project, and also on my Twitter at the Scott Ree Project. But there you have it then. A wonderful, wonderful mix, I'd say, of Greek, Asian, Spanish, whatever. It's just a beautiful, beautiful dish. Make sure to give this a go. I cannot eat any more of this. Do you know what? I've got to stop. I'll see you again next time. Get it on my fork. Get in my belly.